everybody. Welcome to Studio Lighting. I'm Stephen John Phillips, and you can call me Stephen. We're here for Art Institute Online, Studio Lighting. And I just wanted to introduce myself. I guess other people are just going to do an email, but I kind of like doing videos. I put my hat on here because my assistant who is shooting is telling me that I have a very bad spit shine off of my bald head. So that's why I'm putting my hat on. I'm not trying to look elegant. However, I do wear hats a lot for that very reason. But anyway, I just want to talk a little bit about the class. It should be really fun for us. Basically, what you guys are going to do is you are going to set up your own photographic studios. It's going to vary where you set them up. Some of you may be in the basement. Some of you may be in the garage. You don't need too much except some kind of a support. And we'll talk about all of that. And obviously, you're going to need some lights. And I've also put on here a list of some of the recommended ones from the school. Some of them are kind of low end, some of them are high end. Again, we can talk a little bit back and forth about what you want to spend and whatnot. But the class should be really fun. It's all about working in the studio, products, advertising style photography. We're going to stop action in some. I'll show you as we get going. But basically, I just wanted to show you a few things of mine. First off, though, before we say that, remember, we are starting up on Mondays. Class starts on Monday, so make sure that everybody is making some kind of a post and making an appearance so we can get to know each other, okay? Let me show you a few of my pieces of art. Most recently, the thing I've had published is this book. I have a piece in here. It's called Digital Art Revolution. It's by a guy named Scott Ligon. It's a very, very cool book. But here's one of my pieces, which again shows an awful lot about light, kind of high and overhead, and we'll talk about that. Next, this is one of the photographic graphic novels that I did. It's called I, Paparazzi. I did this for DC Comics. If you guys page through it, you can see that it is an entirely photographic comic book. They call them graphic novels, but it is a photo comic book, okay? I have a number of portfolios, but let me just show you a few images. Here are some advertising images. These I did for Styx Lacrosse, which is a lacrosse company that makes everything from equipment to clothing. Here's some things I did for the Maryland Ballet. And if you look at those are again all in the studio. I work primarily in the studio. Let me see, I have a few pieces in here that are a little bit more kind of product oriented. These again are some more comic book covers. Again, you can see that they're primarily shot in the studio. Here's a studio piece. How do you fit 5 elephants in a box? This was for the World Wildlife Fund. And this was all shot again with a studio against kind of a black piece of velvet. They wanted it to have this kind of aged sepia feel. Also in here, here's a product piece I did for Simpson Racing. That's another client that I do work for. They do all kind of NASCAR helmets and clothing and whatnot. So, these again are just a few examples of some of the kind of work that I do. There's some fashion stuff in here. Can you get a good shot of those? Okay, cool. So that's kind of the gist of some of my work. But again, we're going to have a lot of fun in here. We're going to make this work. I know not everyone may have what we consider the best equipment. It isn't about the equipment. It's about your ideas and how we make it work, okay? I just lastly want to show you one quick thing. So look here. One thing that you can do is if you want to make something different, and all those images you guys have seen of beer bottles and bottles of liquid and whatnot, so many of them are lit from underneath. And look at how simple. I just have a piece of cardboard. This could be plexiglass. It could be on some sawhorses. and I could use it as my tabletop, basically, to shoot on. And what I'm going to do is just show you how effective. I mean, look at, if we were to light something, and we've got one light here that's kind of basic, look at what it looks like, okay? I mean, it's okay, but it's kind of lackluster, isn't it? It's kind of flat and whatnot, not a real special kind of light. So I'm going to ask my assistant now to basically shut off the other lights, okay? Okay, he's done that. Now look at what happens when I basically just light from underneath. So all this is cardboard with a hole cut out of it, as you guys can see, cardboard with a hole cut out of it. And look at how vibrant. Look at how amazing the light is. And it's lit from underneath. So it's just a really simple little trick that we do in studio lighting. And again, it makes it so much more special, and it really has a vibrance. Okay, so we can turn the lights back on, and basically I just want to make sure that everybody is ready. You guys have my email. There's a number for my cell phone if you really need me. My office hours are going to be on Mondays. But look, you know, you need me, you email me. I mean, that's what I'm here for. So hopefully we're going to have fun. Read all of those things about grading and posting and make sure everybody's kind of up to speed. I know you guys have been in many classes of these before, so I'm not worried about knowing what's going on. But this is a first for me. I've been teaching for many, many years. You can tell by my white beard. But basically, this is my very first online class. So together, I hope we have a lot of fun and make some great pictures. Okay, I'll see everybody starting on Monday. Be there. Thanks.